In today's video I will show you how you can add optional costs and additional costs to your quote. So to start, we have these four options up here in the screen: add material cost, add work cost, add optional material cost, and optional work cost. The first two are costs that are going to be added to our final calculated costs of the mold. So if you want to add non-standard components to your quote, for example rapid connection boxes, you can simply select from the list if you already have created the material, define its cost and click OK, or depending on the quantity of the rapid connection boxes that we are going to add, you can change its value here. For example, 250 euros. I will add it to the quote and it will be added to the total cost calculator. If you want to create new material, simply click the new button, define the description. For example, auto runner. This is just an example. When you define the description here, QuickQuote will automatically create the property for exportation to the Excel template of your quote. Then you have to define if it has a fixed value that you can also change while adding it to the quote, or if it has a cost based on the weight of the material, in which you have to select the material but only from the metals section, the steel sections. In this case I will cancel it. I will not add a new one. If you want to add a work cost, for example extra workbench hours, so you simply have to define the time that is going to be considered, the cost per hour for this job, and then simply click OK. You can also add new works to the database. Simply create a description, define a minimum time, or the time just for reference, and the hour rate. When I click OK, it is going to be also added to the quote. And when we can see these costs, we can simply expand the cost calculations, and in the bottom you can see here we have our rapid connection boxes and our workbench extra work. So you can also change the time and hour rate here in the cost calculations, the same way that you can change the cost of your rapid connection boxes or other components that you decide to add or need. Regarding the optional work costs and material costs, I will show you what is the difference. You can simply add, for example, a rotative plate. If this was the case, this is a 2K mold with a rotative core side. Define its cost, if it has commercial margin or not. You can also add a new one. The options are basically the same that for the material cost, but in this case the big difference is going to be when you add it to the quote. While I click OK, a new line is created with the optional costs, which also has a different color. It is gray instead of brown. This means that you can easily identify where are the optional costs in your quote, and then this cost is not going to be added to your quote. Since this is an optional, the customer will only have this cost if he decides to go with us to do this buy of this component, or to do a specific job. For example, if you want to offer your customer cavity laser cleaning at a lower rate, in order to guarantee that you are going to have this job with your customer in a later phase, you can simply define the time offered and the rate, and then click OK, that it will be added to your quote in the same way. And in this case you can also change the values that you have defined while adding it to your quote. This is all for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. See you next time.